What is going on, my beautiful peoples? How is everybody doing out here in these YouTube streets? As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we are back for another late night story time. Tonight, we're going to talk about my first job and my first paycheck. It's going to be hilarious. You're going to enjoy it. Stick around, pop you some popcorn. It's going to be a great time. But we're also going to discuss some lessons along the way as well. But to get our live stream started properly, let's do our intro and then we'll speak to some people that are in the house and we'll get to this story. We'll be right back on the other side of our intro. This is Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek, aka Joe. Welcome to my car. Welcome to the live stream. We appreciate you being here. We love for you to take the time to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell so you'll know the next time that we drop content. We go live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday is Motivation Monday. We focus on motivation. Tuesday is Tech Tuesday. Yes, we're going to talk about technology and a little bit of motivation and how we can use the two. Third, on Wednesday, is Work on You Wednesday. We're going to talk about fitness and we're going to talk about other things that make us better people. We drop fitness videos, we drop tech videos, we drop motivation videos, as well as YouTube shorts. But let's show some love to our silver and our gold members. And then, y'all, we can get this party started. Let's go. What is going on, my beautiful peoples? Before we get this story started, please, we mentioned in the intro, but if you don't mind, we would love for you to share out this live stream so that as many people as possible can be here. And yes, this is a late night story time, but you know how we do at Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. Our ultimate goal is to see everyone grow. So don't be afraid to type Geek Squad, all one word, in the chat, and Nightbot will drop your link. GEEKSQUAD, and Nightbot will drop your link so that everyone can connect with you now on the live stream and on the replay. Let's speak to some people, and then we're going to get this party started. We got my bro Rudy in the building. What's going on, Rudy? How you doing, fam? Thank you for being here. We got my buddy Psalm 146, Home and Garden. She is always first. And I am on the lookout for the package that you sent me. And once I receive it, I will be doing an unboxing video specifically thanking you. Y'all, you don't want to miss this unboxing because it is the last thing that I was ever expecting to be sent to me, but we will have a good time unboxing it. So stay tuned for that. That's one of the reasons why we encourage everybody to turn on their notification bell. That way you'll know when we drop videos like that. Psalm 146 is speaking to everybody in the house. That is what is up. Thank you so much, my sis. We got Granny filming again. What is going on, fam? How are you doing, my dear friend? Thank you for being here. speaking to myself in Psalm 146. Psalm 146 is speaking back. We got my buddy Tamika Davis in the building saying, hey, everyone, what is going on, my sis? Thank you for being here. Everybody is speaking. We got my buddy She Said in the building. How you doing, sis? Thank you for being here. Let's see. Oh, Psalm 146 hit us with the slogan. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Uh, Thank you so much, Psalm 146. You're such a kind person. Oh, man. So we got everybody in the building speaking. I think we're caught up with the comments. So I don't know if you had a chance to catch the last story time we talked about my first car. I will put a link to it in the description below after the live stream is over. My very first car was a 1979 Mercedes 240 diesel, and it did 0 to 60 in exactly 6 minutes and 33 seconds. It was the slowest car that I think I've ever seen. It was unbelievable. It was a 240 diesel. So it didn't matter whether you stepped on the gas, whether you stomped on the gas, whether you babied it, it was not going to reach 60 until it was ready to reach 60. So yeah, that's the basis of our story. I kind of want to put everything together. Yeah. Oh, that's excellent, Sam. We thank you so much, my sis. That's excellent. We got She Said laughing. I'm telling you, sis, it was crazy. It was crazy. And I was expecting a Mustang. You know, as kids, we imagine that our parents are going to get us this fancy, nice car to get started in our very first car. My father was practical. He said, son, you will never get a speeding ticket. He was exactly right. I could not speed in that thing if I tried. If my life depended on it, I would not make it. It was just like that. So, and fast forward from that story. I am 18, graduated high school. I'm trying to make sure I get my numbers and my math right. So I was 18, graduated high school, started going to college, and it was time for me to get a job. My father was really nice and he didn't push me, but he helped me to get my very first job. Let's see. Oh, we got my buddy in the building. We got my dearest friend, Andale Homestead from That Away. Good to see you, sis. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are going well. I've been keeping up with you by means of your content and your community post. So hope you are doing well, my sis. Thank you for coming through. We truly appreciate it. So my father was kind. He did buy me a turtle for a car, but at the same time, he helped me to get my very first job. Now, I honestly thought my first job was going to be in fast food, McDonald's, Burger King, something along those lines. But it just so happened that my father knew someone that worked at our local FedEx. Now, you may be thinking, FedEx Express? That sounds pretty cool. Envelopes and that kind of deal? No, my father knew someone that worked at FedEx Ground. So, just to kind of explain to you the difference between the FedEx divisions, you have Express, which is your normal little envelopes that you may receive, that kind of deal. Then, drum roll, please. You have FedEx Ground. Now, FedEx Ground is the part of the company that delivers the heavy stuff. So if you've ever gone to Walmart or Sam's Club and you've seen the popcorn makers that you can buy for your home where you can pop your own popcorn, yeah, we ship those. Um, we didn't ship refrigerators and ovens, but anything that was heavy was shipped FedEx Ground. And the premise behind it was so heavy that it could not fly. So it was FedEx Ground, the packages that stayed on the ground. Um, yeah, that part. Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, so everybody, speaking to everybody. So this is my very first job. Now, FedEx Ground, in order to work there like I did, you have to load the trucks that go out for deliveries every day. So I had to get up at 2:30 in the morning, 2:30 a.m. 0230 for those of my friends that love military time. That is, as my sister would say, the butt crack of dawn. Like, it is ridiculous how early this is. It is so early that I am incoherent. I'm struggling to wake up. I'm trying to drive to work to wake up. I'm got the windows down. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. There ain't nobody out. There ain't even cops out. Like, everybody else is gone. It's just me and the dir. That early in the morning. Oh, Sam says she got her popcorn. That's what's up, sis. And Dale, I didn't know you used to work at UPS. Sis, yes, you understand. You exactly understand the struggles that I went through. I had no idea. We got to talk about that. Now, I know that there is a UPS in the town in which you live. Now, I didn't know if that was the UPS that you worked at, but we'll talk about that later. But yes, sis, you completely understand what I'm going through. Granny, in the AM, yes, in the AM, not PM, AM. Bad. Yes, yes, I was a preloader. Exactly, and see, I didn't want to drop those terminology and those kind of things because not every, yeah, see, Andale, we here. Andale knows what I'm talking about. Yes, I was a preloader. It was crazy early and a very hard job. You were exactly right, my sis. You were exactly right. We got Big Bro and Big Sis checking in from Florida. Floridian content creators have entered the building. What is going on, Big Bro and Big Sis? Thank you for being here. So, yes, extremely early in the morning. Um, she said we call that Oh Dark 30. Yes, ma'am. Oh Dark 30. That part right there. Unbelievable. It was bad. It was bad. Um, and Big Bro and Big Sis said, yes, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much, fam. We appreciate it. And then my buddy Andale said yes in Eaton. Okay, I got you. I figure so, sis. I figure so. I figure so. Let's see. Typo. Hey, yeah, we having a party, Big Bro and Big Sis. We having a party. Y'all, now, we're going to take just a moment to detour because I got to do something for the next person that's in the chat. My big bro, broke farmer. What is going on? Mr. 6K is in the building. What's good, fam? I had a chance to check out your latest video about the myths of gardening. That was very informative, bro. Very informative. Thank you so much for that knowledge. I'm trying to learn how to do this gardening thing the right way. So, avoiding the myths and getting to the facts is what I needed. So, I appreciate you, fam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, everybody. Speaking to everybody, that's what's up. So yes, I'm preloading. I got to get up at 2:30 in the morning because I've got to be there at 3 in the morning. So I had to work from 3 in the morning until about 8:30 in the morning, depending on how things went. So for those that don't know, when you work in an industry like that, it's not a normal 8 to 5. It's not like you don't have set hours. You have to work until you finish work. So November, December, January, oh my God. It was bad. Like there was sometimes that I didn't get out there until like 9 in the morning, just because there were so many packages. So just to kind of set the stage for you, because we're gonna talk about this thing. We're gonna break this thing down. Hey, big bro, I got you, fam. I got you. Man, I appreciate you, bro. Look, you making me look like I know what I'm doing. I'm learning something. I'm harvesting some cucumbers and some tomatoes and things. So I appreciate you, my bro. I appreciate you. We got my buddy checking in from the west side. Let me just make sure I get this thing right. There we go. My buddy Sassy. The experience with Sassy. Hello, my friend and bro at Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about, sis. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see, everybody. Speaking to everybody. And Dale, sis. Uh, this is the crazy thing. I ain't worked at FedEx, and I know like 15 years, but just hearing those two words back to back, peak season, I instantly got scared. Look, y'all, I'm telling you. So, it's November, December. Everybody's buying gifts for everybody and sending things around the world. And I want you to have this by this date and all of these things. And everybody loves it. We ship it and it arrives. Well, guess what? I ain't like it because I had to move it. Oh, what's going on, my fam? The Bud Files. Good to see you. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. We got Andel laugh. Exactly, Andel. Exactly. We got my bro, Mr. Everywhere, aka Scratching Pete PA. What's going on, bro? Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. And let me make sure that I mention that the experiences with Sassy is one of our members. We thank you for being a member, sis. That's why her name appears in green, as well as Andale Homestead. Andale Homestead is one of our silver members. And if you recall at the beginning of our live stream, her name appeared as a special way to say thank you. So we appreciate you all. We got my wife Veronica in the building. How you doing? Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We got my buddy April Showers, one of our members. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. So let me set the stage for you. It's 2:30 in the morning. My alarm clock's gone off like 9 times. I've slapped it so much that it's broke, but I'm finally coherent enough to know that I have to crawl out of bed, throw on some clothes, crawl in my car, and try to drive to the FedEx location. I finally get there. It's so it's darker than me outside. Like it's that dark. So I'm walking into the building. I get into the building. And this is my first day, and they explained to me what's happening. So I am assigned 3 trucks. So I have 3 FedEx trucks that I have to load every morning. Now that sounds simple. I know it sounds simple, but this is the thing. At FedEx, unlike UPS, when I worked there, they were contract drivers. So there was no FedEx union like UPS had. Everybody did things their own way because they were an independent business owner. And they had the right to do what they wanted to, the way they wanted to on their truck. Now, I mention that because I had to learn each driver and what they liked, because each driver liked their packages in a certain way. And as the preloader, I had to load their truck that way. Now, mind you, at 3 o'clock in the morning, they ain't there yet. But I've got to remember how they like their truck loaded and load their truck accordingly. Let's see, everybody. Speaking to everybody, what did Granny say? Hey, the Buff House. Hey, Pete. I can hardly see on my phone. I got you, sis. I got you. Everybody. Speaking to everybody, that is what's up. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So everybody speaking to everybody. Um, so it's crazy early in the morning. Like, I'll give you a prime example. So FedEx says that for this route, the packages would normally go by street in this direction. But what happened? Everybody speaking to everybody. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. And Dale, yeah, yes, sis, yes. We about to break this thing down. So, looking at what FedEx gave me to prepare for loading, because it was Greenville, North Carolina, there were certain streets that would go in a certain order for that particular contractor's route. So I spend time before I start my very first day memorizing this order of this street goes after this street, goes after this street, because that's how I've got to load the packages in the truck. Only to find out from the driver that although FedEx says this should go this way and this should go that way, they ain't in the truck with me. Okay. So for that reason, I normally get this package after this street because there's a connecting side road that allows me to go ahead and knock this out and then get back and then do it. I'm sorry, say what? Yeah. So now I'm having to relearn what I learned, but relearn it to make the driver happy. And I've got to remember every single day which boxes go where and how they go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, big bro and big sis, for that reminder. We appreciate you. Psalm 146, I completely and totally understand. We thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being first, my sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, everybody speaking. We got wellness with Frugal Mama in the building. What's going on, sis? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? And down, sis. Whoa, we're not even through yet. Because there, look how they do it on those infomercials. But wait, there's more. Big bro ARD, a resilient dad, checking in from the west side. What's going on, fam? Tapping in from the Bay with respect. Salute, family. We appreciate you, my bro. We appreciate you. We got my bro Jegs in the building. What's going on, J3GS? Good to see you, fam. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. So yeah, everybody. What up, David? What's good, fam? Good to see you. Just out the garden. What you growing, David? What you got going on? I know you ready for that watermelon wars. You know what I mean? I've been watching how everything going. So yeah, crazy early in the morning. I've got to relearn how everybody likes things because at this point, my job is a service job. I have to provide a service to this independent contractor in a way that allows him to be able to provide a service to the recipient of the packages. I'm trying to do things in a way that makes him more efficient and that ultimately makes me look better as an employee, even though FedEx didn't say I was supposed to do it that way. So, it's a balancing act. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, I learned so much from this job, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I got you, Granny. I got you. I got you. Hey, West Side talking to the West Side. That's what's up. That's what's up. Um, so yeah, y'all, I'm learning this. I'm trying to get this thing right. Now, this is the thing, and I'm trying to paint a picture because I know it's not 2:30, but I want you to feel like it's 2:30 in the morning and you're with me on this day of my job. So the way that it worked at FedEx is you had a main conveyor belt that was the center aisle. You had trucks on this side and trucks on this side. Now you had a preloader on this side and a preloader on this side. So if you were facing the front of the building, I was on the left side of the conveyor belt. So you had someone up top that was making sure that the packages were pushed properly to each side of the belt. So, what happens now is you have packages coming down the conveyor belt at a depending on what's going on, if it's peak season, like Andale mentioned, breakneck speed. So not only do I have to know what roads go on all three of my trucks, but I also have to know what address block range is mine. Like, for instance, in Greenville, there's a main road, Greenville Boulevard. What do you know? Greenville Boulevard. Anyway, so Greenville Boulevard. I had to remember that for my driver that got Greenville Boulevard, his addresses started at 500 and up Greenville Boulevard, but it stopped at 1,000 Greenville Boulevard. Now I'm just using round numbers to prove this point. So as boxes are coming down the conveyor belt, I've got to identify the street of that box. I've got to identify the block range of that box and then determine if it's mine. And then once I determine that after all these things, the box is mine, I have two options. I can put the box beside me to be ready for the next box, or I can run in the truck and put that box on the shelf where that contract driver wants it and rush back. Now, the boxes are coming. It's a flow of boxes. So I have a choice. Now, if I just start piling up boxes beside me, now at the end of the shift, I have to take those boxes and get them in the truck. So the goal is not to end up with a pile of boxes beside you. But at the same time, I have to be careful because if I go in the truck to put this box up, la 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 la, I love my job. It's 3 a.m. I'm a morning person, yada yada yada. And I just take my time. Well, guess what? I've missed 5 boxes because I just lollygagged and took my time going into the truck. This is right. No, let me see. So it's a balancing act. It's a scheduling thing. I got to get mine off the conveyor belt and I've got to get it in the truck. But I've got to do it in a way in which I don't miss stuff. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. And Dale, sis, stack them boxes. Sis, I'm gonna tell you, I stacked and I stacked and I stacked and I stacked. And I did the best but over time, you get into how this works. You see what I'm saying? You figure out your ways that you can do things. So it was fun. But yes, I had to stack them boxes, sis. I had to stack them boxes. Let's see, everybody speaking. Oh, my man, Broke Farmer. David speaking of Broke Farmer, that's what's up. Frugal Mama said them boxes would be everywhere. I got you, sis. I got you. Let's see. My bro, official 1SP. What's good, fam? How you doing? Good to see you. Hope all is well on your end. Hey, y'all, if you get a chance, check out official 1SP. Solid dude, solid guy. He gave us a book, his own book, you know what I mean? And I've got to do a video on that. I've got to do that soon because I've been meaning to do it, and I'm gonna make sure to take care of that 1SP. But we appreciate you being here, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody, speaking to everybody. Okay, so I got all these boxes flowing. It's a package mayhem of boxes and boxes. And see, this is the other trippy part. And I'm sharing all of this because I'm trying to build a climax till we get to the second part of the title, the paycheck. But I need you to understand everything that I went through to get the paycheck. So this is the hard part. It seems simple. You look at the box, you figure out the label, and you pull it. And then eventually you put it in a truck. Yes. But guess what? Some boxes, the label's upside down because somebody else ahead of you has looked at the box and bumped it as they were looking for the next box to find their address. So now the box is coming to you, but you don't see the label. So you've got to flip the box and find the label and spin it, identify the address, identify the block range, figure out if it's yours, and then let it go. Then you got some boxes that are long. So now you're looking for the address, but guess what? The address was on the bottom side that it passed you. So when you flipped it over to look for the address, now the address is behind you. So you've got to rush back to look at the address to figure out if it's yours. It's long, it's awkward. But if it is yours, you got to pull it off. And if it's not, you got to let it go. And then the other premise behind this is you don't want all your boxes to get past you because that makes you look bad as an employee. And plus, once the shift is over, at the end of the conveyor belt is all the boxes that nobody got. So now you've got to go through that pile of boxes at the end of the conveyor belt to find your boxes, run back, get them loaded so that the contractor can leave on time to start his delivery route. Whoa. Yeah, that part. That part. Hey, man, I got you, bro. I got you. That ain't a problem at all, 1SP. That ain't a problem at all. Bruh, listen. I didn't have this story in the hole for a minute. I just hadn't had a good day to sit down and do this story time. But I'm so glad that today worked out. Y'all, I got to turn the air on. It's hot in here. Y'all let me know if you can't hear me or if it sounds crazy, but your boy over here melting. So but yeah, bruh, 100% right. Paid my dues and some. Wait till I get to the point about the paycheck. I'm telling you, it's gonna be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious. Big bro and big sis, thank you so much for hitting that Geek Squad. We want everybody to type Geek Squad in the chat, just like Big Bro and Big Sis did. That way, Nightbot will drop your link so that everyone can connect with you. Everybody speaking. Frugal Mama said, this story has me not want an online shop. Frugal Mama, listen, I'm telling you, it's crazy, sis. It's crazy. We ain't even got to the good part yet. We have not even got to the good part yet. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy. Sis, the only difference is Lucy could put the candy in her mouth. I got boxes. I ain't a chipmunk. I was in trouble. Oh my gracious. I was in trouble. It's crazy. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yes, sir. Exactly, David. Exactly. Um, let's see. Oh, we got Machinist Evolution in the building. What's going on, fam? Thank you for coming through. I believe this is your first time here. We'd love for you to type Geek Squad in the chat. That way everybody can connect with you. And while you're here, we'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss the next story time and the other content that we drop. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Oh, been hitting new level. Oh, that's what's up, fam. That's what's up. Nice. We got Frugal Mama on the floor laughing. There we go, David. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Thank you for hitting that Geek Squad. There we go. And Granny said, I need some bright mark on my boxes, like tagging at the airport. Got you, fam. If it was only that easy. If it was only that easy. Okay, there we go. Hitting Geek Squad. Oh, that's what's up, fam. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you as always. Thank you. Yes, indeed. So, I'm going through all these boxes. I'm trying to get all this stuff straight, trying to get all this stuff right and figure out what's going on. There we go, 1SP. We got you, fam. Thank you for hitting that and dropping your link. There we go. So everybody can connect with 1SP. And we love for everybody to do that. There is no limit on how many times you can type Geek Squad in the chat. You spam the chat with Geek Squad. Let everybody know what's going on. If somebody comes in, we're 34, almost 35 minutes in. They may skip to 36 minutes. If they skip to 36 minutes, we want them to see your channel in the chat. So don't be afraid to hit that Geek Squad. There is no limit to how many times you can do it. Yes. There you go, fam. There you go. That's it. That's it. So, y'all, the struggle is real. I'm running and I'm trying to grab boxes. I'm trying to figure out what's what, trying to put this together, looking at addresses. Listen, y'all know I'm human. I got so many wrong the first week. It was unbelievable. It was bad, y'all. It was bad. It was bad. Because I'm trying to do a million things at one time. I've got to look at addresses. I've got to look at block ranges. I've got to remember what's what. Now, I do have a sheet that's hanging that says who gets what. The same thing that FedEx in the office gave me to study. But the problem is, if I do, and I'm looking, oh, it's not on this page. Let me flip. It's not on this page. Let me flip. Well, guess what? I've missed 15 boxes trying to find one address and one block range. So you've got to know it. You got to know it in order for it to work. So I'm literally crash course studying every day, trying to figure this thing out, trying to remember what the drivers like, how they like it, the way that they want it, trying to figure out everything. And guess what, y'all? Now, I said this for a reason earlier about the popcorn machines, and I don't even know if they still sell them anymore, but it just so happened that one of my drivers had Sam's Club. And at the time that I worked at FedEx, everybody was ordering these homemade movie style popcorn makers that had the wagon wheels on it. Them things weighed just as much as I did. It was bad. We finna talk about it. We finna talk about it. I think I saw some people come in. Let me make sure I don't miss anybody. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, we got professional paranormal research. What's going on, fam? Good to see you. Good to see you. That's my bro coming in on his other channel. We appreciate you, fam. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Machinist, thank you for hitting that Geek Squad, fam. Thank you. That's what we talking about. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, everybody hitting Geek Squad and getting it together. That's what's up. Bro, it was bananas. B-A. I'm not going to sing the song. But yes, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Hey, we got JD Forever Podcast. What's going on, sis? Good to see you, fam. Thank you. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. See, Andel knows. She said, LOL, that's normal. I bet the driver had a thing or two to say. Yes, he did, sis. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But I got to say this. My drivers that I had, I was very fortunate. They were incredibly understanding. They weren't demanding. They were patient with me after the belt ended and all the trucks had been unloaded. Then they worked with me. And over time, I got it to the point where I had it the way that they wanted it, when they wanted it, and everything was good. But it took me some time to learn. So, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. We got Emmendale. We got Andale laughing. That's what's up. We got M&T. Thank you so much for that reminder to hit the thumbs up button. We appreciate it. Everybody speaking to everybody. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, JD Forever Podcast. We appreciate you. We got Psalm 146 out the bushes and commenting. Thank you, fam. Let's see. Everybody speaking to everybody. Okay, so we're caught up on the chat. So I've got all these boxes coming. Now, one of the things that my first job taught me about life is prioritization. Now, y'all know, hi, I'm Joe, the biggest procrastinator on the planet. I am. And I'm always working on it. I'm trying to figure that out. It's It's one of those things I struggle with. It's a character flaw. I'm working on it. Um, but with this job, there was no room for procrastination. Procrastination would have you buried under a pile of boxes. Procrastination would have you buried under a pile of boxes. So I try to draw on these things. I'm trying to get better at not procrastinating and handling my business and so on and so forth. I'm an open book. I don't mind sharing these things with you. I don't have anything to hide. You see what I'm saying? I don't have anything to hide. Now my wife is laughing because she already knows. Hey, let's get it, machinists. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, y'all, look at this. Paranormal Research just became a member. Thank you, fam. Thank you. So, for that reason, we get to play my favorite song as a way of saying thank you to professional paranormal research. Ooh, hold on, boy. The music got good to me now. Yeah. Professional paranormal research. Thank you so much, fam. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. There we go. Yeah, don't be afraid to hit that Geek Squad. Don't be afraid to hit that Geek Squad. We got Granny laughing. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. So yes, all of these things are happening. You know, we're struggling over here trying to get all of this stuff done. Hey, that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. Frugal Mama, dance on them a little bit. Let them know something, sis. Let them know something. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm learning how to prioritize. I'm learning time management. For instance, um, we wondered. Well, let me rephrase that. Every morning, my thought was, how many trucks are we going to have? So it depended. We may get 5 trucks, we may get 7 trucks. And once we started unloading those trucks, there was somebody that literally like the big FedEx tractor trailer trucks and the UPS tractor trailer trucks that you see, they're backed up to the dock. Someone is literally in that truck picking up boxes, putting them on the rollers, and sending them down the conveyor belt. Now, once they finish that truck, then that's it until the next truck comes in. Now, I did have a chance to do that portion of the job, which is a whole nother conversation. And we'll probably just have to make that another story time video because, whoa, I thought my job was bad. Oh my gracious. So stay tuned. We'll have another video on that, another live stream on that. So literally the way it worked is once the truck's finished, if there wasn't another truck after it, then there was nothing on the conveyor belt because there was nothing to unload to put on the conveyor belt. Now, this is the trick. And I'm sharing this with you, and I hope that in the podcast, in the process of sharing this, that we share some life lessons and some things that we can all benefit from. Now, I want you to imagine it's 2:30 in the morning. You've gotten to work early. You drank some coffee to wake up. You're working. They finish the first truck. And you find out that it's going to be 10 minutes before the next truck arrives. What do you do? Now, you've been drinking coffee. It's 2 in the morning. We're not going to go into bladders and all those other things, but let's just say that nature is calling. Now, you have the option. You can take care of nature. You can stop by the vending machine, grab you some chips and grab you a soda. So you got something to keep you awake as the next truck rolls in. Or you can arrange your boxes. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Hold on. I got to catch up on the chat. I'm behind. I'm behind. We got some good stuff happening in the chat. We got some good stuff happening in the chat. JD Forever Podcast. Sis, thank you so much for hitting that Geek Squad again. That's what I'm talking about. That's what, sis, listen. Now, I started doing strongman because strongman wasn't about aesthetics and how pretty you looked and how much you weighed. It was all about using your weight to move other weight. I'm like, yeah, that's what I can do. I can get into that because I don't have to worry about diet and carbs and counting. So yeah, needless to say, I was more in shape then than I am now. So yes, the cardio was on fire, as Tori from Tori's Brain would say. Yeah, it was bad. It was well, I mean, it was good, but it was a workout. Let me put it that way. Sis, thank you so much, Sassy, for sharing us out. We appreciate you, fam. We appreciate you. Go for breakfast. Yeah, you go to the vending machine, you grab some breakfast. You can get your bag of chips, get you a soda, you run back to the truck, and you can get ready for the next truck when it comes in, that kind of deal. That kind of deal. Um, I am a healthcare worker. I take care of aggressively mentally disabled, and I've learned to be as mellow as possible because it gets stressful and God grants me serenity. I got you, fam. I got you. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's kind of where we're going with this live stream. I'm painting a picture, if you will. I'm trying to be a little bit of a Pablo Picasso here. But yes, what you said is exactly true. And we're going to touch on that in just a little bit. We're going to touch on that in just a little bit. Oh, JD Forever said, my sister is a coordinator of the mentally disabled group homes. Nice. I love to see everybody having so much in common. That's great. Um, Professional paranormal research said, Jay, that's what I work in group. Oh, excellent. Excellent. That's good stuff. So no, they don't have a timer on the truck because literally it's all about getting everything ready for when the driver arrives. So let's see. Um Nice. Okay. Oh, you're in nursing. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. My wife is in nursing. Nice. So all of this stuff is happening. Everything is going on. It's a million different things in a million different directions. So you have to manage your time wisely. You go to the bathroom before the trucks arrive, and hey, when the truck when one truck is late and you got a downtime, you make a decision. What am I going to do? But if you've done your work ahead of time, then you have the luxury of going to the vending machine and buying some Skittles and going to the bathroom because you know that your stuff is already together. You see what I'm saying? Um, so it just, hey, it's one of those things. You work hard up front, so then in the end, you have some time. But if nature isn't calling, this downtime between trucks is the time when you can really go into your driver's trucks and make sure everything is straight. Because in the process of rushing to get back to the conveyor belt, you may have put this address in front of that address, but they like it after that address. Well, let me go back. Let me double check my shelves. Let me make sure everything is organized the way that it needs to be. And see, this is the other thing. The way those trucks are designed on the inside is it's a lip. It's a shelf with a lip. So you load the packages on the lip, but they may like certain packages behind those that are loaded on the lip in the back part of the shelf because it's easier for them to get it once they finish what's on the front part. But you got to learn these things. What is your driver like? How do they want their truck organized? All of this stuff, it is bananas. Um, Some said vending machines cost too much. I used to smuggle. I got you, sis. Do your thing. Hey, do your thing. Do your thing. Very true. Need more nurses for sure. That's exactly true. That's exactly true. We got my buddy Deborah Garrett in the building. What's going on, sis? Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. So, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go next in the story. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. So all these things are happening. Hey, look, we were just talking about snacks. I got you, big bro. Ain't a problem at all. Ain't a problem at all. What's going on, my bro? Sunday backyard farmer. Good to see you, fam. Listen, y'all. If y'all haven't checked out Broke Farmer, if y'all haven't checked out Sunday Backyard Farmer, check them out. When I tell you I'm learning from these two gentlemen about how to garden, how to farm, the knowledge over there, fire. Check them out, y'all. Check them out. And I spend the rest of the live stream talking about the content. Check them out for yourselves. I promise you, you won't regret it. I promise you, you won't regret it. Thank you so much for being here, my sis Deborah Garrett. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. So, all of these things are happening. Now, you learned how to do what to do in the way that it needed to be done. Now, this is the thing. I had one driver of my three that did this, but not everybody did. So, if I did everything right on his truck for the week, Fridays were special. On Friday, he would bring me a biscuit from wherever he stopped for breakfast on the way in to FedEx. And I know that sounds like a little thing, y'all, like a biscuit. I go buy my own biscuit after the shift is over. But I'm going to tell you, the way that I work and the way that my system works, I can't eat early in the morning because my body's like, hey, yo, you're supposed to be asleep. What are you eating for? You're supposed to be asleep. So I can't eat heavy in the morning. You see what I'm saying? So at 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm running off fumes and what was dinner the night before because I can't eat that early in the morning. My stomach and my system won't take it. So y'all, when I tell you Friday mornings, it was like 8:30 or so. He'd come in and I'd see him get in the front of the truck because, of course, the back of the truck is backed up to the actual loading dock. And he had that bag in his hand and he'd say, I'm going to put your biscuit right. Oh, my bruh. You got me a biscuit? Man, y'all, after being hungry for 6 hours, that biscuit was everything. 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 And I'm a reward driven person. And I'm realizing that about myself as I grow and as I get older and as I take time to examine myself and who I am. So Monday through Thursday, I gotta get that biscuit. I gotta get that biscuit on Friday. I've got to get that biscuit. So Monday through Thursday, all right, now I know he likes it this way. So let me get it this way. And I could gauge every day how I did. When he came in and he glanced over the shelves and, and that looks good. Hey, I'm on track for that biscuit come Friday. Now, if I had a bad day, came in, well, I normally like this. Oh, hold on, wait. Let me fix it. What I got to do? Let me fix it. You jeopardizing my biscuit. Let me fix it. I got to get this right. Let me fix it. Oh, y'all. It was something else. Bruh, broke, fam. Free food changed the situation. Fam, I was more motivated than I don't know what. After a hard week of work that Friday, and I know this sounds crazy, and I'm saying this because I want you to understand this story. It was something about Fridays, especially the slow Fridays. When he got there Friday and I'd finished everything, all of the trucks had been unloaded. He walked in and I was just doing some final little tidy up. And we were both standing in the truck eating our breakfast. And he was just talking to me about life and his experiences and the things that he had learned. And because his truck was a business, he shared certain little business things with me, certain tips about life. We, that was it. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. Y'all already know how I feel about food. The biscuit was fire and it was everything. But in that moment, I felt successful. Because despite what the belt had sent my way, despite what the other people that didn't know how it affected me had ordered, and the 5 popcorn dispensers that went to Sam's Club that I was heaving and hauling off the conveyor belt, I had done all that and I earned my biscuit. And we were talking about life, and he was helping me from his perspective as someone of my melanin shade and what he had done to get where he was. Y'all, that was it. I felt like I had done something. I felt like I had accomplished something. You see what I'm saying? We got She Said laughing. We got Paranormal Research laughing. That's what's up. Oh, JD forever. I completely and totally understand, sis. I completely and totally understand. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for fighting sleep just to hang out with us for a little bit. I truly appreciate it. Hope you have a good night and can't wait to see you again in these YouTube streets. Yes, yes, yes. So that was my reward. I felt like I was accomplishing something. I felt like I was doing something. You see, all of the hard work. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all how I am as a person. So when I got that list from FedEx, I took that list and I turned it into flashcards. At the time I was living at home with my parents. So I got my sister, I got my mom, I got my father to go over these flashcards with me. Address, yes or no? Yes, that's mine. Grab it off the belt. No, that's not yours. Let it go. And I had them go over these flashcards with me because when I was at work, didn't have the luxury of thinking. I didn't have time to think. I had to know that's mine, grab it. That's mine, grab it. That's not mine. Let it go. That's mine. Grab it and go. I didn't have a choice to think. I had to know. So I made flashcards. I did all these things. Then when I found out the driver like this way, I made flashcards. Gotta know that. This one goes right there. Because when I'm running in the truck, I have 4 to 5 seconds to run in the truck, place this package and run back out to make sure I don't miss the next box coming down the belt. I had to know. So I did everything I could to make sure I memorized. I put all this work in. My reward was that Friday, eating that biscuit, talking to a business owner, and gaining knowledge from him. Looking back on it, it was something that made a huge difference in my life. I didn't understand it then, but I understand it now. Thank you so much, my dearest friend Andale. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. It was tough. It was rough. It was crazy. So, all of these things, I want you to kind of understand what's happening. We're just kind of painting a picture so you know what my job was like. Now, let's get to the second part of the title, my first paycheck. Now, the whole time I've been calculating because when I was hired, they told me that I'd be making certain amount per hour. For a round number, I mean, we're talking early 2000s, so I might have been making like, I don't know, we'll say $10 an hour, just because it's a nice round number. So I'm making $10 an hour. So every morning it's 2:30 in the morning. My alarm clock's rolling, rolling out the bed, smacking my alarm clock because I'm thinking I'm making $10 an hour. I'm going to be able to get a vehicle that does 0 to 60 in under 6 minutes. This is my come up. My father got me my first vehicle. He made sure I had transportation, but now it is my turn to work hard so that I can have something that has some speed. Good gracious. It's something that moves. Now, I ain't saying lightning quick, but something that can vroom, because that 2.4 diesel was like put, 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 put. Now, I need something that vroom. So I'm working my first job. I'm earning money so that I can buy my car. Like, I've got to do this. My father did what he could to get me started, but it's my responsibility if I want more, and I want more, and I'm working hard because I need a car, not a turtle. I need a car. So all of these things are going through my mind. All of these things that are going through my mind. Yes, it was Andale. It was Andale. And I was thankful for it because I could have been flipping burgers. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not insinuating anything about it. But my father was fortunate enough to know somebody. I had a good start as far as professional development went. Like, this was a good thing. So, y'all, my nose is itching. So this is the thing. This is the thing. Literally, my first car was a 4-cylinder diesel. Now, y'all know diesels, especially the now, mind you, we're talking early 2000s. This was a 1979. What? This car is like 25 years old. It couldn't go fast if it tried. That part. So yes, it was a 4-cylinder diesel, incredibly slow. No, it was not the transmission, sis. It was not the transmission. It was the engine. Don't get me wrong. It was rock solid. Mechanically, it never put me down. It was incredibly simple to work on. Back then, my father and I worked on, he had a Mercedes that was a newer model and a better model that functioned like a car. Mine was a locomotive. But anyway, Um, we worked on them together. We changed the oil. Those are fond memories that I have that at the time got on my nerves, but I was a kid and you don't understand and appreciate things until it's over, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, it was a 4 cylinder and it was incredibly so. It was incredibly so. Um, Hey, thanks so much for hitting that like button, my bro, Matt. See, we appreciate you. Sis, Frugal Mama, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate you. So, you know what that means? I think Wellness with Frugal Mama wants to hear the song again. Now, I'm just saying, hey, I think she wants to hear the song again based on the super sticker. So, I mean, who am I to stand in the way? I mean, I just think we should play the song and we can all dance a little bit. Oh, sorry. Forgive me. The music had me carried away. I couldn't help it. Sis, I wish it had a governor on it. It was just an old diesel engine that had to build up compression to have speed. And there was no way around it. It was, and I tried. Sis, I tried. Frugal Mama, thank you so much for that super sticker. You have no idea how much that means. It allows us to be able to step up our content. It allows us to be able to step up our equipment. And before you know it, we are going to be able to do some of the big things that are floating around in my brain. So for that, I say thank you, sis. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Oh, we got Urban Harvest in the building. Yes, indeed. 4 cylinder Mercedes diesel. Yes, indeed, fam. Yes, indeed. See, I knew Frugal Mama wanted to dance a little bit. We got some cardio in, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. So, this whole time, I've been calculating because when I was hired, they told me that I was making $10 an hour. We're using $10 an hour because it's a round number. So, I'm calculating at $10 an hour for the amount of hours that I worked from 2:30 in the morning till 8:30 in the morning should mean that I make X amount of dollars. So literally, I'm like, you know what? When I get my first paycheck, I'm buying a brand new pair of Jordans. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this because I have X amount of dollars coming to me. I was beyond jacked, super excited, super happy for this first paycheck. Y'all, I got my first paycheck. This was before direct deposit and that kind of deal. So we picked up our paycheck on Friday. I got my paycheck. I was through at work. I went to my car. I didn't even open my paycheck until I got in my car. I opened it and I said, I've been robbed. Let me explain to you what happened. Now, as an employee now, I understand how things work. But when I got my first paycheck, I didn't know what state employee, state retirement, whatever, fit, local, federal tax, whatever, fit, FICA, all of these other things that are courtesy of Uncle Sam that come out your paycheck. So when I got my first paycheck, I'm like, oh my gracious, somebody has stole from me and I have not even got the money yet. I'm going to have to go to war. So I call my pops. I'm like, what's going on? Like, and he has to explain these to me. And I'm like, you mean every paycheck? You mean every paycheck? What? Like, hey, how do you do this? You get robbed every time you get paid. Like, how are your eyes not black and blue? And you do this every paycheck? every we got she said laugh. Some said Ben, yeah, hey, listen, I don't know what they doing, some, but somebody's stealing from me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, fam. Hey, big bro broke. Yes. Robbing, legally, robbing. My dearest friend Andale said, LOL. Yep. So, after my first paycheck, when the initial shock wore off, and I realized my hard work only gets me a fraction of what I'm supposed to get paid. It was, as Granny said, an eye opener for sure. But in the process, I learned several things. I learned resiliency, as ARD, Big Bro would say, a resilient dad. Um, I learned tenacity. I learned a measure of confidence. I learned some time management. There was many things that this job taught me. And there's certain situations that I still remember these things. Like, for instance, not only did I have to see the package, identify the address of the package, but I also had to scan the package. So when I worked at FedEx, you had the handheld part that went on your wrist, and then you had a finger trigger. Y'all forgive me, my allergies are killing me. So you had a finger trigger. So the way I had it set up was my finger trigger was here, and I press my thumb, and now I point my finger at the barcode because I had to scan it. Because when you order something and you ship it and you track it, and it says it arrived at this location and then it arrived at that location, somebody somewhere had to scan it so that in the system they knew that it had been to that facility. And then from there, you see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the address, looking at the street. Yep, that's my street. Looking at the address, making sure that's my address. Then I'm hitting my button to scan the package. No, y'all, there were certain packages that would not scan. And I'm gonna tell you this. And to this day, it is a pet peeve of mine whenever I ship a package. And I don't know if it still matters, but when I was working at FedEx, it mattered. So in my mind, it still matters. Thank you so much, Sam. We appreciate you, sis. Thank you so much, she said. Thank you so much, Frugal Mama. Thank you so much, Granny. Y'all are too kind. Y'all are too kind. So, when you're taping up a package to send via UPS or FedEx, it's clear tape. But if you put the tape over the barcode and it makes that little bubble, so in other words, if the tape isn't laying smooth over the barcode, what can happen is the person scanning it at the facility has trouble scanning it, because you got to angle that scanner the right way so that it doesn't reflect off the second backside of tape, but hits the barcode so that it can be registered and you can assign it to the truck that it should go on. I know it sounds simple, but you just scan it. When you have 15 other boxes that are yours, you need to be able to scan, pull it to put it beside your feet, gently maneuver it. I'm not going to say throw, but gently maneuver it onto the backside of one of your trucks to be ready for the next one. When that thing won't scan and you spend 30 seconds trying to scan it, and now you've got four other boxes coming that you're aggressively pushing back on the conveyor belt against its power so that you can scan this rook or scan it and it still won't scan, it is a miserable feeling. So I know it's simple, but to this day, I make sure that whenever I ship a package, that the clear tape is 100% smooth or over the barcode. I don't care if it's bubbly at the end, bubbly at the other end, but over that barcode, it's got to be smooth because I know that while I sleep, somewhere at 2:30 in the morning, somebody is scanning this package and they don't have time to angle and adjust and retry. They need to be able to scan it and go. So I want to make sure that I do my part for that person that I will never meet that's making that sacrifice to be up at 2:30 in the morning just so that my package can get wherever I'm sending it. So I got to make sure it's smooth. I got to. And I don't care if I got to reprint the label and redo the tape, but if I tape something up and it's going to be sent somewhere, rest and do believe that that tape is as smooth as a baby's bottom. I'm just saying. Hey, I got you, Andale. I got you, sis. I got you. I got you. It was horrible. It was horrible, sis. I ain't even gonna lie. It was horrible. So what's the lesson? We're going on over an hour and 15 minutes. We kind of want to wrap this live stream up. Yeah, I still have some things to do and that kind of deal. Um, this is what I want you to remember from this late night story time. Life is difficult. There is always something that is coming your way. Now, it may not be a box with your name on it. It may be a difficult situation. It may be a positive situation. Way past my bedtime, but saying hello. Thank you so much, my sis Cece. We appreciate you, fam. Hope the garden is doing well. I know you dropped some more seeds recently. Anxious to see how that works out. I've got to drop some more seeds as too. Drop some more seeds too. I've got to move my pepper plants from the little trays to the 5-gallon buckets. We got a lot of work to do in the garden. So thank you so much for all you do, CC. We appreciate you. And thank you so much for taking the time to be here. That really does mean a lot, fam. That really does. So, there's always something coming your way. It may not be on a conveyor belt. It may be a positive situation. It may be a negative situation. But that job taught me to be prepared for what's coming. Now, 9 times out of 10, even though we are 100% prepared in our book, there's still going to be something that catches us off guard. And that's okay because that's life. It's going to happen that way. But I want you to remember that when these things happen, when life catches you off guard, when something surprises you and you weren't planning for it, remember that you can overcome it because you have people around you that'll help you. Now, you may have some that mumble and groan, "You missed your package, man. Can I have it?" You know what I mean? It's going to be that. But here on this platform, in this community, Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek, I can promise you that there is someone here that has your back. They may not have ever met you in person. They may not have ever physically shaked your hand. They may not have ever physically hugged your neck. But I can promise you, without a shadow of a doubt, that there was someone in our community that will be there for you, because that's just how we do. That how the phrase go? That's how we roll. You know what I mean? That's how we roll. Everybody, speaking to everybody, my dearest friend Andell said, "What a great life experience for a young man. Your driver that took the time with you, learning about taxes and learning that having an education was important. Hard work pays off. Good for you." Yes, indeed, sis. Yes, indeed. They were life lessons that I learned at an early age. And I'll be honest, I'm just now understanding, unpacking, and applying some of these life lessons that were taught to me that I didn't realize what was happening in the moment. It's amazing. And I wanted to share this story with you. And I'm so glad that everyone's enjoying the story. Oh, we got you, sis. That is not a problem at all. Um, so I do have a podcast, CC. It's in the description below. It's actually I want to say it's in the description. I want to say we got a link for it. Um, I'll be honest, I have not done a podcast in a while. I bought this podcast quality mic as well as the headphones to do some podcasts, but I'm hoping to get back into that and kind of talk about some things outside of the traditional YouTube and that kind of deal. So we do have a podcast, my dear friend CC, and I want to say that there's a link to it in the description below. But if not, let me know and I can get you the link to it. We do have a couple videos or a couple podcasts up on our podcast channel. So, yes, we do have one. Let's see, everybody. Speaking to everybody, that is good stuff. So, I just wanted to share this live stream with you. We haven't done, and it's crazy because with life going on and everything else happening, I was looking at the channel. We haven't done a late night story time in almost 2 months. So I was like, man, I got to. I got to. I got to. So I'm so glad that we were able to do one this evening. I'm so glad that everyone enjoyed it, aka tonight, because it's late. Oh, thank you so much, CC. Thank you for your kind words, sis. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Big bro, ARD. Thank you, fam. We've been talking about some things behind the scenes, and you know how we're trying to level up and make some adjustments. So we got to bring back these story times. There's a lot of stories that I can tell you. Listen, at some point, and I don't know exactly when, I'm gonna tell you some stories about life and when I got in trouble and that kind of deal. I can promise you, you're gonna enjoy them. Now I know I told you the story about the first time that I ever told a lie and that kind of deal, but I got some other stories that I can tell you. Let's just turn on the bell. Turn on the bell. The other stuff is coming soon. Turn on the bell. You know what I mean? Turn on the bell. Yeah. So, um, thank you so much, Andale. I appreciate you for your kindness. Great story time. Wonderful lessons. Good night, everyone. Exactly, sis. Exactly. So I hope everyone has enjoyed it. I hope in the midst of this humor, you found a life lesson that you can apply and something that can help you as you move forward, not only on this platform, but in life in general. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us for an hour and 30 minutes for this late night story time. We appreciate you, fam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So glad that you enjoyed it, Frugal Mama. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. So there will be another one coming soon. I don't know exactly when it's going to be. I'm going to come up with another story that I can tell you from my childhood, from my past, and yeah, there'll be another one coming soon. My allergies are adding up, so this is probably a good time for me to go ahead and end the live stream. So we appreciate you all. Remember, no matter what you face, even when you think that you can't make it, Ask someone in our community, and they will remind you that you are awesome. And they will remind you of the 3-step process to success that we always mention on the channel. Stay strong, stay positive, stay active. Geek Squad. Y'all have a good one, and we will see you on the next live stream. Much love to everyone. Take care and good night. Oh, before we say good night, my buddy Liz B. Journey is in the building. Thank you for being here, sis. We appreciate you, and we will see you all on the next one. Take care and good night.